Good morning. Just got done running, and I figured I'll do a sneaker review. Um, I just bought the Pegasus 37s, and I ran probably over 400 miles in the Pegasus 35s, and I figure I would give a review on the differences and what I liked and disliked about the sneaker. Both sneakers, I really liked them. Um, Before the Pegasus, I was using the Nike Flex sneakers. I like more of a minimalistic type sneaker. It's not too much of a pillow top. Um, I practice neutral striking, uh, landing midfoot and rolling off the ball of the foot, not landing on my heel, um, having good posture, leaning at the ankles, being straight and leading with your core, imagining like the straight line from your ear to your ankle, and you know, not striding too long. Um, I was running at 265 pounds for a couple years, and no shin splints, no injuries, and whenever something would be aggravated, it'd be healed within a week, and I kind of point that to the form of running. Originally, 10 years ago, I haven't ran nonstop for 10 years. I had a break. Um, then I got back into it. Um, I'm running at least 8 miles at a time now. Um, and so, yeah, I had shin splints really bad. I biked a lot, and I started to get into running to try to see if I could um, get my bike cadence up, because I'd maintain a good speed on my bicycle, but I wouldn't be able to maintain like a 90 cadence. But at that time, I was more into the heavy gear mindset rather than in the light gear. Um, if you're in a heavier gear, it's easier on your ass too, because you don't have as much pressure. When you have such easy gear that you can spin at, your weight really sits on your rear to the seat. But if you have a lot more torque on the pedal, it kind of, that's maybe that's the reason why I liked it too. It's more comfortable to have just enough tension under the pedal. But when I feel that I'm being really fast, I'm only going like 70, but I'm maintaining like 18 to 20 1 miles per hour at that cadence. So I don't know. I now weigh 180. So my speed, for sure. A year ago, I was happy breaking 10-minute miles, and now I'm at 8, and I don't even feel like I pushed myself that hard. So definitely the loss of weight probably is one of the biggest ways you can get faster, is when you're heavier and you get used to running, losing the weight. You know what I mean? It's easy. It's easier. It's especially if you lose a lot of weight relatively quickly. Um, I'm at 180. I was 265 in October. I was 245 at the end of January, and now I'm at 180 in June. So that's like 5 months for. Let me see, 20. That's 65 pounds in a matter of 5 months. So that's a really quick. Uh, so my perception is still being aware of like what it used to be just shortly. So when I'm approaching hills, I'm expecting this kind of output, and it's not. It's because naturally I'm not lugging around the same amount of weight. So yeah, that's kind of a side topic, I guess. Well, it's not really. It's all related. I think that if you have too much of a supportive shoe, um, you don't really develop the muscles too well for your feet. So a minimalistic shoe is a little bit lighter. That protects you from the pavement. Running around barefoot, you're gonna really screw up your bottom of your feet, even if they're calloused. There's so much junk out there. So pretty much I like a sneaker that just protects me from the elements. So I think the Flexors were good. They were a cheaper shoe. I was buying them for like 45 bucks, and I'd get a lot of miles out of those shoes too. They're very close to the Pegasus. Um, but the Pegasus, I like them. Now these are the Pegasus 35s. I can't switch this around, can I? I like the blood orange. The tread was pretty good. I can't really get a good picture. Yeah, you can see where I wore out my sole. There, the tread there. It's a little bit tricky. You see here. Yeah, there's a little bit of wear here, but not much. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see. And that's kind of how you can judge how good your form is, by looking at the tread and how you're wearing it out. But within the month of me buying these sneakers, this is what happened. You see right there how it's worn out right there? Within a month. That was crazy. I don't rub my ankles together, and yet I wore that, you know. It didn't interfere. They were still a good running shoe. Dirt easily travels through this sneaker, even though I'm not running in the sand. I'm running on the road, and my feet are totally dirty from the dirt. So, I mean, it's really a good breathing shoe, which is what you want, but it allows all the elements to get into your foot. So these Nikes were pretty good. Then I went and these I got for, I think, $84 a year ago. About a year ago. And then I got the 37 Pegasus. I like the color scheme a little bit better. Pretty similar tread. But one thing I like that's an improvement is how the tongue. See the tongue here? It's really flat. And that is really, man, I can't aim right on this thing. Yeah, it's really flat. And I tell you, that really makes a big difference. Because when you're right here, you can, you know, where the tongue can kind of bunch up and then kind of pinch. When they designed it to be flat, it really relieves a lot of that in being thinner. It's really a good design. I like that. They did also make that part of the shoe that wore that I showed you thinner here. And I'm not seeing any signs of wear here yet. So I think they might have been aware of it, and they fixed that, which is good. And these feel good. They feel really good. I bought them for $94 at the outlet store. I can't see myself buying sneakers for 150 bucks. I want to definitely spend under 100. I only wear my run sneakers for running. I'll show you my Nike Flexes, my hiking Nike Flexes. Which, ooh, I almost sat on my cat. The cat's crazy. Yeah, the Nike Flexes have good tread. As you can see, it's a pretty similar style shoe. And I got these for like 45 bucks. And they're pretty good. These are my other Nike Flexes. I think these are, yeah, these are Nike Flexes that I ran a lot in. As you can see, I wore the hell out of these. As you can see, they're very similar to the Pegasus sneaker. Here's my crazy cat. My cat's going crazy. It's like, hey, sneakers. I'm going to tear up your shoelaces, man. I'm gonna tear up these new legs. I'm gonna I'm gonna tear it up, man. I'm gonna eat these darn things, dude. I'm gonna eat your sneakers, dude. I'm gonna eat your sneakers, man. I'm gonna eat these darn things. You go try to pet the cat. It needs to bite, so it's like, gonna bite you up. Yeah, so the flexes, you know, if the Pegasus go over $100 and I can't get a pair at the outlet under 100, I'll go back to the Nike Flexes. Because I had a lot of good success with the Nike Flex sneakers. You know, for walking around every day, I use sneakers. I use Asics. I could see myself running in Asics. I've ran in Brooks. The Brooks, I like how they fit my feet better. But I didn't like how they felt like rocking chairs. I mean, I guess, you know, you land midfoot and you roll. But, you know, a sneaker that flexes good. And it's good. You know, you want a lightweight sneaker. And one thing that is really good about these sneakers are the height of the back. I don't get blisters because the sweet spot. If this is too tall, it's going to rub on the back of your ankle and you're going to get blisters. So when these sneakers are low like that, you have less chafing and then you don't have issues with blisters. And that's huge. Because I bought some Nike Airs just to walk around in and I got blisters terribly. And I noticed it's because they were higher in the back and there was contact in the upper part of the back. And it just gave me blisters. I couldn't wear them anymore. Screw that. You know what I mean? Who wants to have blisters and then you know what I mean? It's a pain. So, but other than that, they're a good sneaker. Yeah, the pillow top sneakers, I'm not really a fan. I bought some Nike Lunar Glides once. Those were expensive. Those were 10 years ago at $100. They were comfortable, but I wore them out so much faster though. I could put a lot more miles on the Flexes than I could the Lunar Glides. And it was hard to remember kind of my form with those because they were so soft. I didn't like them. I don't like running on pillows. So that's my review. I hope that you guys, yeah, I'm not sponsored by Nike. So yeah, that's my running. I run 8 miles at a time. I can run comfortably at 15. I do that once a week. Yeah, no injuries.